Hi, and welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my lovely wife, Corinne.
Hello.
And today, Corinne is actually going to walk you through our very first envelope system. So, just to give a little bit of a background, again, for those who are not aware of our journey, we started off our debt free journey with utilizing the cash envelope system as promoted by the Dave Ramsey program. It was good for us in the very beginning as we started to hone in our budgeting skills. Although we don't utilize the cash system now because we've kind of quote unquote graduated to more advanced strategies, we still promote the idea of having that type of system in place if you're just starting off or new to budgeting in general. It really helps you hone in on your skills and really understanding the payment methods, right, on how to pay for this and how to budget and can't go more than what you've budgeted yourself for, assigning every single dollar and making sure that it has a job to do and all that stuff. Again, although we don't utilize it now and it's not necessarily right for everyone, we still do recommend it for people that are really just starting off. And we wanted to make sure that you guys have a video that you can go to for at least a nice little breakdown on the system that we did utilize. This is exactly the system we utilize, and we still do.
I use it for something different now, but I still very much have the system. And when I do decide to set up a sinking fund for something like saving up for Christmas or saving up for maybe we've been invited to a wedding and we're saving up for a gift or things to purchase for that or any type of travel, I still use the envelopes for
Yeah,
that.
so again, it doesn't stop, right? It still has its utilization even today, even though we don't have everything fully cash. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to my lovely wife, and she will walk you through the process on how to set one up for yourself.
Hi. So, what I want to go over with you today is I was in the beginning when we started doing our all cash, no credit cards at the time. We relied on cash for everything. We set a budget, we went down to zero, we assigned every dollar to a category. And a way for me to keep those categories in order and organized to know like what I had left each time I took from it. I ordered myself on Amazon a cash envelope system. This is not something that's been recommended by the Dave Ramsey program. It's not something that they recommend. It's just something that I used personally. If you go on Amazon or you go online and you look up cash envelope system that comes with a wallet, because mine did, there'll be plenty of recommendations for you. But this is the one that I used. I can attach a link at the bottom if you are interested in purchasing this exact one. I've been using this system. We started this journey almost a decade ago, 7-8 years ago. So we've used these envelopes, and there have been times like these envelopes. They are really good quality. They're almost like a laminated feel. They're like a glossy feel, so they're easy to wipe down. They come with the hole punches because they also come with a wallet system. Like this is the one that I use now for certain things, but it comes in here so that when you do want to add or take out, all you do is open it up like a binder and stick it in there. So the system came with the wallet. It came with various types of envelopes. There was one envelope that we got that I use in a different binder now that held credit cards, debit cards, gift cards, and things like that. So one of these would be divided by 3 sections, and then you'd be able to slip the card in and keep that in your wallet also. So that was really cool when we had gift cards as gifts or even store credit. If I returned something and they gave you like a store credit card, I would keep it in there. I kept our debit card in there and things like that. So it came with all different types of envelopes, many, because I have used a ton, and this is still what's in there. And then it came with probably, I want to say if I had to guess, around 10, but the link that I share, you'll see all the details when you open it up on Amazon. But they came with really cute designs. These are just some of the ones that I have left. It's probably really hard for you to see the designs. Here, one has like florals, one has like polka dots, one has lines, and I don't know, it's hard to see them here, but this one you might be able to see better, has some florals. Maybe if I hold it up in that light. Yeah, there we go. So you see some of the patterns there. So it came with several envelopes, which I could, when I send it to you, it'll be in there, but it was enough. It was enough plus more that I've been still using it this many years later to add to my wallet when we're saving for something different or we have another sinking fund that we wanted to save for. So the envelopes come where they have a little opening here where when you're ready to close it, it closes securely in your wallet so that once it's in there, you don't fear it opening up unless you pull it out of its little tab here. Here, it gives you the opportunity to label, but it also gives you don't have to label directly on the envelope. You can use their labels. They gave a few sheets of these. This is what I have left of all the years I've been using it. Take one of those, label it, pop it right on. And then they also give, which I personally did not use, I decided when I was tracking what came out of every section that we would use at the time I used nothing online, I used a written budget. So I printed out something that would fit our month every month. So on our spreadsheet, on our, I think it was an Excel sheet that we had used, whatever I decided was better for us. I might have even formed like a chart in Microsoft Word, and everything that we did every month was listed with the amount. If it was like a fixed amount, it was something that was already printed. And then there'd be all of the sections of things that were variable. Like at the time we owned a home where oil was our gas, oil was our heating. We did not have gas in that home. So we would save up a little bit more each month for the winter months when we knew our oil bill was going to be more. And then we could save a little bit less during the warmer and summer months. So that was one of the envelopes that I used to do a sinking fund for. But we preferred to use our budgeting form. So I would print that out each month. In the last week of this month, we would go over next month's budget, and we would do like if there was a party or a gift that we needed to buy or a holiday or something or an engagement that we knew that we had where we needed to spend money, we knew we could add that to our budget before the month started, so there were no surprises. It was already taken out of our budget. Every dollar was assigned. So what we did was, instead of using these cards which they give you where you can track the transactions and the amount and all of that stuff, which also fit nicely inside those envelopes so you can track each envelope and put them into your wallet, we decided to stick to using our budget so that we both had access to it all the time. The budget was kept in our home. Everything that I did as far as spending when I was outside of the house, I noted in my phone and went home and transferred it right on. This gave us a really good idea. Like if this was my grocery envelope and I had $600 in here for the month, I would take out the cash at the grocery store and then I would go write it in my phone or text myself or text my husband, and then he would either put it on there or I would. And that's how we would track. Now, if I went to the grocery store and I spent $100, I now know that I have 500 left out of that 600 for the month. So it made it really, really organized. This wallet, like I said, I am still using this to this day. Yes, it's beat up. Yes, I've used it for quite some time. But now I use my little envelope here maybe to hold on to some checks, or if I have some extra cash for an event, or maybe the kids are having a book sale or scholastic sale at school, I know that I have that cash in here for them ready to go. I also keep like cash in other envelopes for tips and things like that that we would need. It has a section for cash, for coins, for cards. It also has, which I took out for the video, but it has for your license and all of that. So, and then it's got this little pocket here. I used to keep like stamps in there when we used to do some bills that required us to mail in. And then it has a little thing for your pen. So if you do have those little tracking cards, and you're keeping these inside each one, you always have a pen with you because it's right there. So it's a really cool system. I love the wallet. It's plain. It's pretty slim, so it fits into all my bags. I am a mom that uses a backpack, pocketbook all the time because when I have my kids with me, I only have 2 hands and I have 3 kids. So I'm already outnumbered. So I'm not carrying a purse. But this is really great. It fits into many, many purses that I have. If you have a tiny little like side bag, it probably won't fit. This is something that if you carry a purse, like a full-size purse or a backpack or a diaper bag, this fits really nice in. So yeah, so I found this to be really, really easy and really helpful when we were just learning how to stop using a credit card, stop using any type of card really, and switch to cash. I felt that it was really easy. I always was equipped. I never kept, if I had an envelope in here for, let's say, groceries, and it was $600 for the month, I did not keep $600 in here. What I would do is I would have a little accordion folder thing, like a small one, envelope size one, where I would have the same sections here and the same sections there. And what I would do is like let's say for instance, I had 600 for the month. I'll just take 150 out for the week and put it in this envelope so that when I am at the store, I have it and I'm not carrying all that cash. Because I know a big thing for me was I didn't want to carry that much cash with me in the event that I lost my purse or my car was broken into while I didn't have my purse with me or I left it somewhere. I didn't want that. So even if you want to just keep a little bit at a time and then replenish it throughout the month, if it makes you feel more comfortable. I know that we live in a culture where it's just like everyone uses credit, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're training yourself on this is what I have to spend, I do not want to spend any more than this. This was a really good system for that. So, and the envelopes, I used all the really pretty ones first. That's why like this is all that's left. It's not my favorite, but the ones that I used were all like the florals and designs that's a really, really pretty design. So I'm sure the wives out there would really, really appreciate the system because I did. If you have any questions about the system or you have any questions about how I use the system, please feel free to comment. We will include a link to I don't get anything from it. It's just, this is what I used. I don't get paid for you ordering it. But for your convenience, we will include a link to Amazon. I think it was about $24, $25 for the whole system. That includes the wallet. So I know you ladies, when you go to shop for your wallets and bags, sometimes you spend a lot more on just a wallet. So it is worth it. I recommend it. There are plenty out there that you can get that are that fit more of your needs, but this was really great for us. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Feel free to share this video with anyone you think will benefit from it, and we'll include the link for you to order on your own. I appreciate you listening and being here today. So we'll speak to you soon. Have a great day.